what's good, Commanders fans? This is going to be a very quick video. I say this all the time. It ends up being 10 minutes, but this actually will be a quick video. It's training camp day one because I'm going to be making a training camp day one video after this shortly. But I just want to say there's some positive news about Terry. This is not concrete news, but he is in Virginia, which is good news. A Twitter account under PWalla10 must have sent Prince Walla on Twitter sent a picture of him and Terry McLaurin at a yoga class in Virginia. So he's in the state. The reason why I say this is a positive thing is because we saw Trey Hendrickson yesterday all the way in Florida when his team is in Cincinnati. So at least Terry is in the vicinity. And I think the 50K fines, I think once they start to pile up, I think he's going to show up and do a hold in until they figure something out. Now, like I said, this does not mean it's great news, but I think it's just good news to see that he is in the area because he is from Indiana. I know people say he has a house in VA and all that stuff like that, but if he wanted to be somewhere else, if he wanted to be in Italy right now, he could do that. If he wanted to be in Cabo or Greece or you know, any place he wanted to be, Bora Bora, any vacation spot he wants to be at, he could do that. Cancun, he could be in Cancun if he wanted to, all the money that he has right now. But he chose to be in Virginia. He's doing yoga. He's actually wearing a burgundy shirt. It looks like it's not a Skins or a Commander shirt or anything like that, but it is somewhat positive. I'll say that it's not super positive or anything like that. Doesn't really sway much, but like I said, at least he's in the vicinity. He is in the state of Virginia and not somewhere else, like we've seen other holdouts go, where they're just not even there or close to the facility at all. So it looks like at any moment he could show up. Any day he could change his mind and be like, hey, I'm going to do a hold in until we get this deal done. So a fan decided to take a selfie. And Terry's such a good guy. Like, he could have said, hey, no pictures because I don't want people to really know where I'm at or stuff like that. But he's such a good guy. You know, he took the selfie with the fan who took the selfie. So. But all right, so let's talk about big play Tay, man. Let's talk about Tay Martin. They just signed him. It looks like they had to sign him just to have a body in there. So when Terry comes back, it looks like he may be released. We'll see. But I am intrigued by Tay Martin, man. I get it. I always get intrigued by these guys that are UDFAs and signings in the middle of the season or the practice squad, stuff like that. I am a sucker for that. But you know, I like these guys. You know, you never know what can happen. You never know. Like, people can come out of nowhere, or not out of nowhere, but, you know, you can go down the whole list of UDFAs who worked out really well in the NFL. Like, Pierre Garçon went to, UWI Whitewater or something like that, a Division III football team, and was a UDFA. And look at the career that he panned out with the Skins and the Colts and other teams. So you just never know. But this guy, Tay Martin, man, 6'3", 186 pounds. He's not an athletic freak. You look at his RAS score. His RAS score is pretty pedestrian. All around is a little bit pedestrian. So his RAS score, he had a 6.49. RAS score, 6'1", about 6'2". Some sites say he's 6'3", but I see 6'1". On his pro day, height and weight is 184, which was poor. Vertical leap 36-inch, which is pretty solid. Not too far from a 40-inch vert. Broad jump 9.09, which is it was just bad, which is poor. His vertical leap was okay. 40-yard dash 4.5, 40-yard dash, which was poor. 20-yard split, which was solid. 10-yard split which was great. And he was signed as a UDFA by the Niners when Adam Peters was there. So there is some sort of connection there. Not some sort of, that is a connection there. His shuttle drill was good, and his 3-cone drill was good as well. So he did have some positive with his RES score. Now, you look at some of his games with Oklahoma State, he had a 3-touchdown game. He had a hat trick against Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl, and they ended up winning that game, I believe. He had 3 touchdowns in that game, in a big game. His senior year, he was a fifth-year senior, he had 80 catches for 1,046 yards and also 11 touchdowns. He had 1 rushing touchdown as well. He had 10 touchdown catches and 11 touchdowns overall. Washington State, he transferred from Washington State to Oklahoma State, where his sophomore year at Washington State, he had 69 catches for 685 yards and 8 touchdowns. He had 6 touchdowns as a freshman, 8 touchdowns as a sophomore, 4 touchdown catches as a junior. And then his 4th year, he played in 8 games and had 15 catches for 149 yards. So I don't know what happened that year, but at Oklahoma State, his 2nd year at Oklahoma State, he had a great season with 80 catches, 1,046 yards, 80 yards per game, and then 13 yards per catch. Man, if you look at his highlights in college, now he had a big catch from Will Levis, a touchdown catch against the Texans. The last game of the year was a 49-yard touchdown catch. That's the only catch that he has had in his NFL career so far. He's about 28 years old. So, I mean, look, let's see what the young man can do. And let's just go from there. I mean, I don't think he'll make the practice squad because I think Ja'Cory Brooks, who's having a pretty good day so far in training camp from what I see, I think he's going to make the practice squad, and I think Jacoby Jones is going to make the practice squad. So those are like the two receivers that you're really going to see for the most part. So he's really not – and he was all Big 12, second team all Big 12 in 2021, which was his last year. He's 27 years old. His birthday is December 14th, 1997. So he's going to be 28 pretty soon, 6'3", 185 pounds. And where is he from as well? He's from Louisiana as well. Went to Washington State and then transferred to Oklahoma State. But he had a darn good season. I'm not sure if he played with Tylan Wallace at Oklahoma State as well. Excuse me. They would have been a dynamic duo for sure. But excuse me. Tay Martin had a decorated college career, man. He had a decorated college career. So that's why I am intrigued by Big Play Tay, as they call him. They call him Big Play Tay. So let's see if any of that can transfer to the preseason. He had 10 catches for 104 yards and 3 touchdowns against Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl. He had 9 catches and 88 yards against Baylor. So this is legitimate competition. Notre Dame was ranked 5th in the Fiesta Bowl, and Baylor was ranked 9th in the Big 12 championship, where he had 9 catches for 88 yards. 7 catches for 130 yards against Texas Tech. 7 catches for 63 yards and 2 touchdowns against West Virginia. 110 receiving yards against Baylor. And on October 2nd, 100 yards against Kansas State, 9 catches and a touchdown, 6 catches for 107 yards against Missouri State and a touchdown as well. So I'm reading college stats from 4 years ago, but let's just see what this young man can do. If Terry does come back and starts playing within the next week or two, do they just instantly release Tay Martin? But he's behind Chris Moore, he's behind KJ Osborne, Michael Gallup. Like, he's the bottom of Michael Strachan. Like, he is at the bottom of the list. But at least we've seen him do something. I don't think with Michael Strachan, I think he does have a couple of stats. Yeah, Michael Strachan does have a couple of big catches in his career. Not many, but I'm intrigued by Big Play Tay. Let's see what he does. So, all right, you guys. You guys let me know what you guys think. As always, Hello Commanders. Peace.